Welcome, everyone, to episode 9 of our Creating in Exandria series. As always, I'm Kyle, one of the players for the campaign. Like always, check out all the links, all that fun stuff. We're going to try and get through this a lot quicker and not do all this at the beginning of everything. Yeah. This video will be uploaded on YouTube on Friday, like always, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that being said, let's head over to the DM and let's get started.
Alrighty. As we last left off, you guys are in the Cobalt Soul, staying the evening. After an arduous few days journey back with your Mind Flayer corpse that was splattered by way of a certain someone being a rabble rouser. Is there anything that anyone needed to do the night that you slept? The last night of our last session?
Just
Nah, Reginald was just what the fuck was he doing? Oh yeah, he was just reading, getting some light reading done, but nothing crazy.
Nothing from either of our other two players?
Nope. Other than Kyle needs to open up his actual character sheet and have it ready to go.
I think Mattia would be fine. I think Mattia already searched for what he wanted to.
Yep. Okay. Well, as morning comes, you've all had a restful night. No ill dreams or bad omens. Morning comes and you are awakened to the smell of food. Fairly good food. Being passed out in the morning to the guard and to members of the soul that are not fighters by any means of the word, researchers and the like. As each of you awaken in your own time, you are free to do as you will. Ozzy, you do know you have a meeting coming later in the day with the High Curator and the Expositor Zevran, who has taken you under his wing.
Ozzy's just doing a quick morning workout and then getting something to eat.
Okay. Mateo, Reginald, anything this morning? More research?
Nah. Reginald is just gonna observe the monks' morning routine.
Okay. If you'd like to, go ahead and roll perception to keep a close eye and see what you pick up on.
Sure. Ooh, that would be. I guess it's just okay, 18.
Okay. With an 18, after spending most of the morning paying more close attention to the monks themselves rather than just yourself in the morning, you start to notice that there are individual tiers of these monks. There are archivists who spend their days walking the aisles of the library, picking up books, and generally seems like researching almost anything. Many of them specialized in their own way. You do finally pick up on a few things regarding the difference in certain monks. Some aren't monks at all, other than in name. They wear a little heavier armor and have weapons more than just empty hands or a staff like your friend Ozzy. Some even wear holy symbols that hang, possibly clerics or something near to a cleric. these are more diverse people than you first picked up on coming here as someone who's not entirely familiar with the Cobalt Soul. And they seem to be fairly busybodies in general, most of them. Widely diverse in their goals and ambitions, and seemingly all working towards them in unison. As day breaks and the food is served, it's a fairly fine meal. Not better than some you've had before, but serviceable nonetheless. The rest of the Cobalt Soul, most of it, is awake and moving now. You can feel free to do research or leave and go outside. You are in Rexxentrum, the capital, and have the ability to go and get nearly anything you would need in terms of, supplies or anything like that.
Yes.
For you, Ozzy, a few hours into the day, after a fairly firm sparring session with a few other members, you see Expositor Zevran come down the stairs, the new, finer robes seemingly uncomfortable on him. You can see in the way that he walks, he doesn't seem adjusted to wearing what looked to be almost a noble variant of his usual robes. The blues and silvers looking deeper and more rich than the fighting robes you've seen before. He kind of shakily adjusts the chest of his robes and looks at you. Good morning, Ozzy.
Good morning, Expositor. No, wait. And I just bow, like, wait, that's not right. Oh no.
He goes, "It's an understandable thing. You've been gone for quite some time. It's Curator now, but
Yeah, Curator, sorry.
call me what you will. Zevran is fine. You've earned my respect." He takes a moment, sitting down, starting to eat a meal, while keeping a close eye on you. He goes, "So, tell me honestly, I know you have a great passion for the Cobalt Soul, but why? What piqued your interest about them?"
Honestly, where I come from and who I am is mostly met with hostility from others. When I was young, roughly, my father was cruel, as most goblin leaders are. That wasn't, for me, that didn't feel right. When I became an adult, he forced me out on a raid with others, which is where I first saw a monk, and he or she, I don't really know, they protected the city from, well, the rest of us. Yes. The way they protected people, others, is what drew me.
That is not the story I expected, but I'm glad that we could have had a positive influence on someone like yourself. For most of us, we wouldn't have ever considered a goblin a friend. It's a nice feeling to get recompense for the hard work we put in, even if it wasn't myself personally.
And I understand that most of my kind, like I said, are met with hostility, but most of my kind generally are, I guess. But not all of us are. Did
You know of others, like yourself?
Possibly. a lot of us are tend to be just scared. Did you get my report from the tunnels?
Yes, it arrived here about 2 days ago.
Yes. So in that report, we ran into a group of my kind. They were just scared and hiding. Weren't hostile. Not
Maybe
towards
I'll
us
have to
anyway.
take some time and see what I can find about that, because I feel maybe it is time for the Soul, at least, if not the entire Empire, to reconsider their general views on such things. Not that I think I could make the king change his mind.
And I don't expect that'll be an easy task.
Maybe a good one for you in the future.
Possibly. I don't know that that'll even happen.
It's a fair thing.
Don't get me wrong, the vast majority, at least in this region that I mostly know of, tend to be hostile.
But if there are some that are worthy of saving, would it not be a good battle?
I believe so,
Imagine
yes.
starting a clan of good people.
I don't know how well that would be received here.
A fair point.
But maybe someplace else, not within the Empire.
Well, there are many places that are more comfortable with your kind. He finishes the meal fairly quickly, setting the bowl aside. Looks at you and goes, well, let's see how this goes. Gets up, kind of dusts himself off a little bit, and begins making his way up the stairs.
I'll follow.
For the other two of you, is there anything you'd like to be doing while Ozzy has his meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Mattia would like to go to the other inn where he first met. Was it not Ogren? Varen.
You'd like to go to Theogrid's homestead, yes.
Yes. See if
Okay.
he can find Varen.
All right, so you're going to go there. Reginald, you do know you were invited to this meeting if you'd like to go. It's up to you.
Nah, fuck that. I will go around, buy some charcoal, like 30 gold worth of charcoal.
Okay.
And paper and ink, I guess.
Fine
Which
paper
kind of
and
is useless. It's kind of useless, I guess. Whatever would work on the puzzle box, like like implements to look inside somehow. I don't know. But basically, a lot of money to print spells.
Okay. That can certainly be attained. So we'll say that for the time that the meeting is happening, you're out doing your shopping. For you, Mateo, after a short walk, you arrive at Theogrid's homestead, and getting inside, you do see Theo behind the counter, the same familiar form, kind of sparse white hair, looks up from behind a book, goes, oh, well, hello. Can I help you?
Looking for Jenny.
Aren't we all? Give me a moment. She climbs down off a stool, and you see her scurry up to the door, say something in a language you don't understand, dull flash, goes inside. After a short pause, the door opens again, and you do see the form of Theo and Jenny standing in the doorway. Theo goes back to her seat behind the counter. Jenny looks at you and goes, right this way?
Thank you.
All right, so we'll pick up back there in the Viridian Inn with you after the meeting. So, for you, Ozzy, as you go up the stairs, Expositor Zevran's flowing robes in front of you, nearly obscuring most of the walkway for you at your height. He stands near to 6 foot, black and silver or gray hair on his head. Gives a light knock on the door, nearly inaudible, and opens it. The door is opened, and inside, for the first time, you get a good look at the High Curator. A half-elven woman of some age, red hair and stern features, sitting behind the desk, vigorously writing and flipping through books, seemingly keeping up with 6 tasks at once. She looks up with surprisingly kind eyes. Pardon me, they look up with kind eyes. You hear Zevran go, "Hi, Curator, I wanted to have a talk with you about the idea of making Ozzy an expositor." You can see a level of a discomfort on him at the idea of pushing something like this, but also some fire in his eyes that he wants this for you, and he's going to try his best. After a short pause, the half-elven woman looks up. Yes. How can I help you, Ozzy? Sorry for not having spoke to you before now.
That's quite all right. I understand how busy you must be. First, thank you for meeting with us. As they stated, I would like to become an expositor.
And for what reason do you want the position of expositor rather than archivist?
Well, I understand that as an archivist, I would be more forced to stay here. But I would prefer to stay with my friends and help them.
And you believe your friends will do great things? Not just for our people, but for the world in general?
I think they've already proven that to some extent.
I would agree. They take a moment, looking you up and down with a keen eye. And even to you, who isn't entirely comfortable with the social cues in a human or high elven society, you can tell they are reading you, trying their best to see every facet of your personality in the few moments they've spoken with you.
Ozzy's very much just standing there, like, not making eye contact, shy, like, nervous as hell.
A slight smile crosses their face as they watch. They look at you and go, I think, given some time, expositor is a position you could have. I think what you've done is a great thing. But perhaps, and at this point, Zevran interjects, goes, now, we need more people. People who don't think before they act. People who want to get into helping rather than bureaucracy and I'll be honest, we need more expositors, less librarians, less clerics. We need doers, not thinkers. You see a very stern look past Zevran from the High Curator Udala. They go, I don't agree with the pretense of not thinking before acting, but you are right. Fine. I'll give you this chance once. Don't make me regret it. You see Zevran bow deeply and then step out of the room.
I like instantly clock to that and do the same.
So do you just follow out immediately?
Yes.
Okay. Right before the door shuts behind you, or before you shut the door, you hear Udala go, please, don't die. It would look terrible if I made you an expositor and you just ran off and died to some foolhardy adventure or sense of duty to your friends.
I trust my friends that will do everything to not let that happen.
Good. Congratulations, expositor.
Thank you.
The door is shut behind you. Zevran looks over at you, and now you see the same shakiness that you openly feel he has been hiding very well. He's never one to jump the chain of command, and that was a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you and goes, that went well. I'm surprised.
I just hope this doesn't make me look favored among the others.
That's not important. People who do things get advantages. People who want to sit and read a book get to keep their jobs. I will... Give me a few days. You'll have a new room arranged, and I'll make sure you get some new robes. And he looks at the ones you're wearing that are now a little ragged. They're not in the greatest of shape. He goes, I'm gonna go have a drink. You stay out of trouble. We'll talk soon. And he just cuts left to the door that's his.
Right.
It shuts it right behind him.
I'll say, before he gets the door shut, I start walking away, and I just yell, no promises.
All right. So, there we go. For you, Mateo, as you hear, right this way, you're led into the Viridian Inn, the familiar facets of wood and fine marble. You do see the form of the hooded figure in the corner, the one you noticed before during your rather tense situation with Jenny. You do not see the form of Varen anywhere in the bar.
Strange.
And Jenny looks up and goes, What? What's strange?
There's no Varen. I thought he was kind of like your bodyguard.
He is usually attached to me, but he had a job to do. An old friend needed some help.
I see. So I have actually come here, and I do hope I'm not disturbing you. I've actually come here to discuss, well, I wouldn't say the terms, as we've kind of already discussed the terms. I work for you, yada, yada, yada. I just wanted to know if it is possible, while working for you, to work towards a certain goal.
She looks at you, goes, I'm not your mom. You can do what you want to do. It's just that when I call and tell you to do a job, you do the job. I know you're not entirely familiar with the situation, but you have a life. Everyone here has a life, excluding Varen and Fenthras, but they don't really count. They're not normal employees. I'm just saying, if I call and ask for a favor, do the favor at some speed.
I just want to know if the power I get from doing these favors, and mind you, I will do the favors, is going to be enough to take on the likes of that thing that I made an agreement with.
Well, gold gets a lot of things done. The way I see it is either the gold will help you, or the trials and tribulations will harden you, make the situation more bearable. The challenges you will face will be many, but you should be able to handle them. I would think anyway.
Okay. In that case, do you happen to have any job right now? Well, I guess it would be nice if I could start right away.
You hear a soft chuckle pass her lips, and she goes, "No, I would have called you if I had a job. I figured it would be a while, I'll be honest. After our last talk, you seemed pretty peeved. But once I got your letter, awkward, by the way, um, I just assumed it would be some time before I would have need of you."
All right. On the account of the letter,
Were you drunk?
no.
I'm gonna stop thinking about this now, and I think you should too.
Right. So there's the door. Yes.
Yes, right there.
Right. Excuse me. And Mattia will quickly walk through the door.
Okay. You step back out into Thegrid's homestead, the fine little bar that it is. Theo looks at you and goes, "That was painful."
Yes. I need a drink. Like, make it two, actually. Real quick.
She very quickly pours you 2 drinks, hands them to you. All right. For you, Reginald, it takes you some time and some haggling, as you are wont to do, but you do eventually get the items you need. The thrill of the deal coursing through your veins like adrenaline.
Right. Cool. Cool.
Anything else you'd need to do before heading back?
I don't think so. But yeah, I bought like 250 gold worth of shit, so I probably, like rented a cart or something.
Yeah,
And,
definitely. I just
getting-
figured you were just struggling with it through the
Yeah.
streets.
Going back to the Cobalt, so I'm like, make way, like pushing people aside, then getting all my shit up in wherever.
Yeah.
Kind of making a mess near the library, inconveniencing people, the whole shebang.
Just Reginald things, yes. All right. So everyone pretty much reconvenes at this point.
I guess.
Having had
Well, I guess while I'm waiting on them to get back.
Yeah.
I have this unidentified key in my inventory, and I literally have no idea where it came from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to figure out what that is.
Okay.
How
Go
did you
ahead
know?
and roll investigation or
It's a key.
arcana. The investigation check will be rather high.
Okay.
I will warn.
Okay. I mean, I guess I would have asked for help from somebody in the soul if they can. So
Hey, look, it's a key.
investigation
Yeah,
or
I
arcana.
mean, investigation or arcana, yes. And upon asking a few people about the key,
Both.
they generally just kind of like, it's a key? I don't know. Where'd you get it, Ozzy? Like,
Ozzy probably would remember, but I literally have. I didn't write it down, so I have no idea.
it's
where.
from the travels on the way to Druven.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's a natural 19 -1. So
Okay, so
18.
an 18.
Yeah.
As you're looking at the key, is that investigation or arcana?
They're both the same. So
Okay.
does
As
it
you're
matter? I
looking
mean,
at the
does it
key-
matter? Or would one give me a different?
Vaguely. It's arcana is more, I'm trying to look at this from the perspective of this might be a magical item,
Okay.
and you're trying to suss out ways that you might figure out what it goes to, versus investigation is just looking at it from the perspective of, I'm a goblin, this is a key, where the fuck does it go?
Okay, let's go with Arcana, because if I remember right, didn't I find it like random after some
Literally,
weird...
yeah. It
weird-
was just sitting on the road. Just boop, there it is.
Yeah.
As you look over the key, doing your best to think of it in magical means, having 2 friends that you've been with that are seemingly fountains of magical ability, you look at it for quite some time. It's a key, and you don't know what it goes to. I mean, it's so hard to know where or what this could go to. This could be from a caravan, this could be a person's, like an individual's. This could be totally unaligned to anything you know about. You still just have a key question mark.
There's no like runes or writing or anything on the key.
The key has some small runes on it, but they're not intelligible to you. And even asking others, they're magical runes. They're not written language, so it's harder to read them.
Okay.
You
least-
know the key is not normal. You know
Right.
that this is not just a regular skeleton key, but it is definitely strange to some degree.
I guess I'll ask whoever's nearest. Do you know of anyone who might be able to identify the key?
One of the librarians turns and goes, I mean, you could take it to someone magical. They might be able to identify it, but it's not exactly easy to find what it goes to, even through magical means. I don't know. Good luck. Maybe it'll get you something amazing. Maybe you have the key to paradise right in your hands. You have weird little hands. And then they just walk away and start reading.
I guess I'll just research anybody that might be in town, like shops wise, I guess, while I'm there, like who might be able to identify this thing. It's not the Cerberus Assembly.
Okay. After some research, there's not a lot of magically ran places that aren't Cerberus Assembly here in Rexxentrum. The ones that are here are underground, and they come and go very quickly. It seems like if they aren't associated, they are pushed out of town, one way or another. On the other hand, you do read that some of the port cities are very good at finding out things that people don't want them to know, and maybe one of those port cities might be able to help you. Somewhere like Port Zune, Port Damali, Nicodranas, something like that. At this point, you've all reconvened after your important moments, and you are free to do as you will, not having gained a job directly.
So we're like in holidays. Isn't that great? Or
Yeah.
I mean, holidays or can't. I mean, technically we're unemployed. Isn't that bad?
Terrible for the economy, you bastards.
So, where did you guys go off to?
I was busy doing things.
So you bought a lot of stuff?
Yeah. You know, but good deal. You know, I can't resist a good deal.
What about you, Mateo? How are you feeling? No more bug in your eye? Wait, do we know that? We know that, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember if
I mean, he's mentioned it to you, I
okay,
believe.
yeah. I can't, yeah.
You watched his face rip in half. He's got some fuckery going on.
But I couldn't remember if he told us that he actually had it removed. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember if we had that conversation or not.
I think you said you had it dealt with. I don't know if you said you had the
okay.
bug removed
Gotcha.
word
You
for
had it
word.
dealt with.
Yeah, most definitely removed. Though I am curious about another thing, actually. I actually need to use your library.
Okay. I'm sure someone can help you. Research whatever you need to.
Right.
Books are too damn high for Ozzy.
Wait. So are you an expositor or are you an archivist now? Which one is it?
Oh no! I got the promotion.
Okay. So which one is it then?
Oh, the expositor one. You're not getting rid of me that easy.
Okay. So what do you get? I mean, what are the perks exactly?
I get to stay with you guys.
That's not a perk. Matteo, you got scammed again.
What do you mean?
I mean, come on, okay, like listen to him. He's saying that's the perk. That's not a perk. That's just freedom.
I don't get stuck in the library doing what that guy's doing. And
Are they
I just
paying
point to
you?
like a random.
He just kind of looks over and then flips you off.
Like, what are your tasks? What are you supposed to do? Do you have like
I assume I'll have a job again soon.
okay, until then, do you have an allowance? What do? Do you just keep your thumb up your ass the whole day? What do? Do you just go out rooting evil at the source, wherever you might find it? That sounds horrible. What the fuck? What is this dumb system? What are the
Same.
incentives? I mean, if I were you, I would just do nothing, right?
The feeling of doing good in the world.
Doing good in the world. Yeah, okay, but be serious.
Oh, Ozzy's dead serious.
Okay, so let's take it. Let's good in the world. Where would you start?
I don't know.
What I hear the spookies east of here are very evil. So you should probably go there and smite them. How about that?
If that's where I'm needed.
God. Okay.
Mateo, your pocket is getting very hot.
Wait, my pocket? I
Yes.
will quickly grab whatever's in there and like drop it out of my pocket if I can.
Okay. As you reach in, there's a rolled letter that's singed at the seams, and it is very hot to the touch as you toss it out onto the table.
What the fuck? I shape water on it.
Okay.
Fucking drench it.
Yeah. There's a
Mateo,
very
what-
wet note on the table now.
Matteo, what the fuck did I tell you about arson? Huh? Not a good thing.
This wasn't me.
What do you mean this wasn't you? You just threw it on the table.
I don't even know how it got in my pocket.
Oh, wow. Okay, here's Ozzy. Look at him. You see this evildoer right there, lying to our faces, trying to sweet talk us into saying he's not trying to do some evil shit.
I don't think he's evil anymore. He dealt with the
Anymore?
thingy.
I was never evil.
I mean, look at him. He tried.
Well,
he tried to.
there was a potential
throw-
you could be evil. Let's be fair.
He literally tried to throw a fireball at me.
What? I'm not even high enough. I mean, I don't
What
know
is
the
it
spell.
anyway? Reginald is gonna like grab the paper and try and read it.
Okay. As you pull it apart, it's a little hard to get the wax seal undone because it's so wet and tearing at the edges. You do get it open, and it is a letter from Jenny talking about how there's an exchange of power at the island of Darktoe right now. Basically,
I'm reading it out loud, by the way.
Okay. As you read, it basically reads that the island of Darktoe, which is a island of pirates, is having a coup right now, and there is a group. There's two factions that are fighting for power. Jenny wants it dealt with at some point here soon. It's marked for 5 weeks, so you have about 5 weeks to get down to Darktoe and help one side or the other stabilize Darktoe. For you, Ozzy,
Wait,
you're just surprised that
it's
Mateo
signed.
just...
Yeah.
It's signed by Jenny, yes.
Wait.
Well, sounds like there's been underhanded dealings, no?
I mean, to be fair, I made the same deal.
Oh my god.
Kind of.
Look,
Although she hasn't asked for my help yet.
wait, she's gonna ask you for help?
Nah, she won't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, what's she gonna
When
do
I
with
gave
the
her the
Goblin Expositor?
green rock thing.
Wait, so you gave her the green rock?
Yeah.
And you still have to do something for her?
Isn't that how that works?
Well, wait a second. This doctor thing, is she paying you for that?
Yes.
Because there is no mention of any reward on this paper.
She is paying me.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay. So let's accompany you on this venture. So what's my cut and why is it bigger than Ozzy's?
I don't know what my cut is just yet.
And
Wow.
there goes the
Well,
next 50 minutes of this session
I
debating
will
prices.
I will take
Prices,
40%.
40?
Uh-huh.
You didn't do anything yet.
Okay. Well, you guys are having this conversation. I'm just gonna borrow this, and I'll take the note and go upstairs.
Okay.
You didn't do anything either. I mean,
Are you
yeah,
allowing the note to be taken, both of you?
yeah, I don't care.
Hey, Aussie, where are you going?
Hey, he's,
Be right back,
doing-
and I just keep going.
he's gonna do some push-ups.
With the
Right.
note.
Why?
He can only
Right.
read when he's
money.
doing push-ups.
35%.
You do, you think I'm a peasant or something? You think I live on rocks and potatoes? I mean, come on, be serious. 45. I mean, I gotta go
14.
up. 14.
No, 40.
Oh, 40. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'll take 40.
So how much do you think Aussie's worth?
I don't know. I mean, we can give him 5% and he'll be happy, right? And you can't tell the difference. What's he gonna do anyway? Huh? He's gonna buy some shit from the Cobalt Soul anyway. I mean, honestly, what? How does that help the economy? I
Did
mean,
he
honestly,
shoot you in the butt?
well, he did that already, yeah. So
Aren't you afraid he's gonna do it twice?
look, point is, if I get 30% and Ozzy gets 5%, at least 55 for you. So pretty good deal.
I think he's gonna want more than that.
Yeah, but he's not gonna know that he's getting 5%, right?
You know what? Take the 40%. I'll figure it out with Aussie.
Okay.
Okay. Ozzy, are you running up into Zevran's room, I assume?
Absolutely.
Just barging right in, I assume.
No. I mean, I'll go up and I'll knock. Like,
Okay.
I'm not just gonna like run in.
After your knock, the door is open pretty quickly, and you see Zevran sitting there. He looks a little strange, but he looks fine. He goes, "Yeah, Ozzy, what?
Um. Well, there may be an opportunity. I don't know, and I'll show him the note.
You hold your hand out, the drenched
Yeah.
note, just sopping water still.
And basically I'll explain what happened downstairs with it just showing up and out of Mateo's pocket kind of thing, like all that weird shit.
He takes a moment listening to your story and then reads the note himself and goes, "Well, I mean, Darktoe is an important place in its own right. Not my favorite place to be, but okay. I can't go and help, not with my new position, but you could certainly go. You have the free reign to do that as an expositor."
Great. My question is, do we care which side takes favor?
I mean, the note is vague. I don't know. I didn't know that this was happening. And it doesn't directly influence us here in Rexxentrum or even the Empire.
But it could.
It affects the Clovis Concord more than us. And the pirates don't tend to be the type to try the Empire nearly as much as they try the Clovis Concord. I think if it's dealt with, either way, you might help some people. That's all I can really give you. I mean, I guess I should be a little more honest. As an expositor, you don't need to come to me anymore. You can. I'll certainly help you. But you're pretty much on your own now. You can do as you please, and as long as we get reports from you, we don't have any issues with that. In most cases, your position now is more of a ear to the ground, wherever you are, than that of the initiate you were before.
Okay.
You don't need clearance anymore, Ozzy. You've earned your place here.
Do Do you have a faster way of getting reports to you then?
Not really.
Okay.
One of the inconvenient things of not being a magic practitioner is no magic.
Well,
It seems that your friend,
yeah.
he points to the name at the bottom of the letter, has a pretty fast way of getting notes around. Maybe she could be of use in getting word to me fast if you need it done fast.
Good to know. Also, do you know what this key is?
He takes it with a stern eye, looks at it, and goes, give me 1 second. Where is it? Oh, no, my dice aren't here. I'll be right back.
Just roll in your head.
I can't. My brain little. Oh.
Can't believe you using my swindle to get your own swindle along.
Okay. He looks at it for a moment, looks at you and goes, it's a key. I don't know
Yeah, I
where it
thought so
goes
too,
to. Where did
so-
you find it?
I'll tell him because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. I know it was on the road, but like I don't remember exactly where it was found.
Yeah.
And
As
like,
he looks at it with
yeah.
a keener eye, he goes, this could be to anything. I mean, short of magical means, you may never find out what this key does.
Right.
And even with magic, you might not. I don't know. I'm not one to hope and pray that it gets you something good. If I had the key, I'd probably just throw it away. But that's on me.
I'm sure I'll figure out what it's for at some point. I don't know. Thanks. If I need anything else, I'll let you know.
That's good. He
What,
says,
what about a faster way of getting to here to do research?
we do have teleportation sigils, but you need someone that can teleport for that. Can your friends do that?
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe we could figure something out.
you being an expositor now, we can give you clearance to use them, but if you don't have anyone that has the ability, then they're not of much use.
Right. I'll see if one of my friends can teleport. If not, maybe they can learn that fairly quickly. That would be easy.
Wouldn't
Get
it?
here to do research when needed.
Yeah.
Right.
He starts digging through a box behind him while he's talking to you. He pulls out a very particular, this looks like a fairly fine box, with a clasp at the front, 2 hooks that pull through. He thumbs them open and then turns towards you and holds out the box. As you take it into your hands and open it up, inside is a new set of robes. These are very functional, utilitarian in their design, but the same silvers, grays, and blue, as you expected. But these are finer. They seem more durable. And after a short time of looking at them, he goes, when you put them on, take about an hour with them. They should fit better after that.
Okay.
You do notice as you're looking at them, they're way too large for you. Like a fair amount too large. But after you take some time with them, they will fit better. You can mark down Expositor's robes as your new armor set. Still technically just cloth, but your unarmored defense is what's doing the job, not.
Right. I wonder if that's actually in the freaking. Find out.
It might be, but I don't know. It's not my problem. Sorry, D&D Beyond. I just say things and they have to deal with my problems. Hey, not 20. That was a waste. Oh yeah, I thought I'd bring up for everyone to enjoy. You know how I dropped a dice 4 sessions ago?
Finally found it.
I found it and it was a nat 20. I'm pissed.
I don't think it's in there.
Wow, I got up and my dice were right here.
Does it do anything special? Like, is it
It is technically magical, so they can't be destroyed very easily.
right? But it doesn't do anything to like armor class
Nope.
or anything. Okay, well that's not big.
It's just that you have magical clothing now, so if something would happen, you wouldn't.
Is it considered?
be-
It is considered one of my attunements, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Alright.
that that's a worry for you guys yet.
No, but I need to make sure it's in there somewhere. I'll figure it out.
You can always make it in there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I'll have to do.
But yeah, at this point, he goes back to his writing, kind of shooing you out of the room. And you are free to do as you will. I assume Mateo and Reginald would still be wildly debating prices
I'm sure. I'll add
because
that in
that's just
later.
what they are.
No, actually, at that point, they're silent, just waiting.
They just have a written contract already. It's been notarized by 3 different people.
So then, are we going to the coast? Is that decided? Are we in agreement?
I believe we are.
Before we do that, quick question: do either of you know how to teleport?
Oh yeah, I do it every time.
You do?
Want to see? Yeah.
Wait, do you?
Sure.
Well, what do you want to see or not?
Yes.
Kinda.
Okay. So now you see me, now you don't. And now you see me, and now you don't. It's basically teleportation.
No, seriously.
Yeah, seriously, that's it, Ozzy. That's how it works. I mean, I haven't figured out the fine prints yet, but soon.
I mean, the reason I asked is we have access to teleportation circles that can get us back here quickly. But I
I
don't know
believe
how
the
to
term is sigils.
sigils.
I think what you mean is sigil, Ozzy.
Yeah, those things.
I don't think you need those to teleport.
You have to get, but I'm saying to get back here, we can get back here quickly.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll figure something out. But sigil that's old technology. No one uses sigils anymore. That's so
Whack.
last year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But as I said, I have to figure out. I have to figure it out still. Might take I don't know. A year or two, give or take.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean that's like half your lifespan, right?
No, but okay. I'm gonna go change. I'll be back in like an hour.
Did they say
You need an
anything?
hour to change.
Yeah, long story.
Long story. Okay.
So we are free to use them,
Use what?
the sigils.
Yeah, as long as you know how to do the teleport thing.
Can they just teach us?
I don't know.
Let me get real close to the mic. You fucking wish.
Did you ask?
I assume he would have said that we could just teach you.
So
Yeah,
nobody
there's-
knows how to use them, but they're here.
Yeah, I
Well, I'm
mean,
sure
nah,
people know how to use them, but none of us know how to use them.
Feels like they should probably have a mage on call, on duty to use it. If there's a need, but I guess maybe they're not that many.
Who
You know,
was
that's
the last person to use it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like Yeah, I bet the Scobold Soul mooks keep a registry, right? They must keep a registry of all that shit to see who goes, who, when, and where. Makes sense, right? But the next step, and listen, the next step is to make the whole circle teleportation thing usable by anyone. Don't need the mage anymore, right? No one, everyone hates middleman, right? So you just kill him, kill the middleman, I say, and then boom, everyone can teleport. Wouldn't that be super great? Yeah. Wait, that would be a security hazard. Never mind. That would be horrible.
You guys
How do
figure
we
out the
pick-
teleportation thing. I'm gonna go change.
Can I go to the teleportation studio?
Yeah.
As I
I
look
mean,
around, I'm just you flag somebody down. Hey, can you take him to the teleportation thingy?
As you do that, one of the archivists comes over, and he's like, "Certainly, right this way." He leads you down some stairs, and you get into this room. It's strange. You step into a room that has a set of guard around it. It's 6 different monks standing at the ready at all times. And in the center of the room, you see this super complex geometric shape with runes carved into it, into stone. What would you like to do?
Well,
The
Ozzy's
archivist.
changing, so
Yeah, Ozzy's not there.
Poke it. See what happens.
Nothing.
This is boring. Let's fucking go.
Really? You
Yeah.
love investigating stuff, and here
Since
you
when?
just want to go.
I mean, it's just a part of fucking Arcs. What is that to investigate?
You don't want to figure out how to use it.
I know for a fact I can't figure it out. So, let's just save some time.
Both of your eyes, both of you trained in your own ways in magic, the arcane pattern in front of you is so complex it is dizzying. You both pretty quickly realize that no matter how long you beat your head against this wall, it will be some time before you can use it. For you, Reginald, you knew this before you even walked into the room. For you, Mateo, magic is an easier thing, and you're still just dumbfounded by this arcane math in front of you. It's like looking at a quadratic equation when you can't do simple multiplication. It's ridiculous. It's just too much.
Yeah, okay. Guess you're right. Cool.
stay in school, kids.
Yeah, stay in school. I can't do a quadratic equation, so I don't know why I used it as an example.
But here's the thing: no one uses it anyway. Well, most people. So, math.
Yeah, math. So you know the location of a teleportation sigil, but you can't really use it
Eh.
as of yet.
All right. Well, it's cool, I guess. We've seen that one. You can make it. You make it a landmark trip. You go around, find all the teleportation sigils in Wildbound. It's like a trip around the world kind of thing.
So,
Yes, indeed.
okay. Well, shall we go see what our resident goblin is up to?
I understand why
Yeah.
Caleb's keen mind feat was so good.
Nah, dude, it's changing. It's gonna be weird. You're gonna step in. It's gonna be half naked. I mean, if you're lucky.
Goblin parts. Ew.
Yeah. I mean, I speak, with experience. You don't want to see that.
Is there anything you would like to do with the hour you have while Ozzy gets changed? We'll call it 50 minutes.
Yeah, quote unquote changed. Yeah, I guess I wanna look through the library and maybe start scribing a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to scribe Tancer's floating disc if they have it, which should take me exactly an hour.
Fine. So you will start scribing that spell. Anything for you, Mateo? Since you don't have to do all this nerd-ass homework for your magic?
Well, I can't
Free.
necessarily learn magic, right? So
Yeah, you learn magic inherently. It's easy for you.
yeah, but I can't just pick up new
But
stuff.
you barely have any fucking spells. Though.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Rough days, sorcerer.
I guess I'll observe what he does since I've never really observed anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Reginald, would you like to break down your process? Is yours different than a normal wizard's?
No.
No. Lots of
Well,
writing.
I mean, I'm writing, and then kind of looking aside, seeing Matteo looking at me. What?
No, nothing. Just curious what you're doing.
Well, mostly I'm just figuring how this shit works, and he's like basically he's looking at this puzzle box, and he's like opening it on the side, and basically inside it's like weird because the inside is way bigger than it looks on the outside. And it's like you pull this open, and it's like a huge door inside that leads into deeper in, and then it gets really weird. And basically, Reginald's process to learning a new spell is like trying to figure out the space in the box. So he doesn't really have a process. It's more like a trial and error thing. And sometimes he opens a door and there's like smoke coming out of it, or like bubbles, or like some weird shit, So yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, well, you don't like surprises? I mean, this box has been great ever since I've had it. I've been having lots of fun.
So what you're saying is you can't do magic by yourself. You need the box.
Yeah, wasn't that obvious?
So where did you find this box?
In my pocket.
Excuse what?
In my pocket.
So you just woke up one day and a magical box was in your pocket.
Actually, yeah. Pretty cool, huh? I'm a cool guy like that.
Did anything else magically come to your pocket?
Your money.
Actually, I didn't give you any money.
Yeah. In Druvenload. When I mean, I still have your share of the house, right?
Technically, it's our house.
Yeah, okay, sure. But since we've agreed that I have the basement and that's what the foundations are, I thought we understood the power dynamic here.
I haven't understood it till I pay you. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you spend your hour scribing the spell. Mateo, you're watching this absurd process to you. Ozzy, as you sit there meditating post putting on your new robes, they shrink in size, nearly halving, fitting perfectly to your form. They are much nicer than your first set, and as you kind of pull on them and test their limits, they don't tear. They don't give at all. There's no flexing. You can't pull, the way you can deform a shirt. That happens, it deforms, but it doesn't leave an impression afterwards. The cloth itself being very hardy. You look good, little green man. As you come back down the stairs, it's very strange to see the two of them working together, it seems, on something without any fighting or debating happen.
You guys okay?
Yeah. He apparently found this magical box and he's tinkering on it.
Well, yeah. At this moment, the box sort of like starts falls out of his hand, and then it starts spinning uncontrollably, and then there's like a and it stops. It's fine. It's done this before. It's. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Shall we go talk to Jenny?
Why?
What for?
She wants us to get this job done in 5 weeks. Pretty sure she
Yeah,
might
I
have a
mean-
faster way of getting to where we need to get it done faster.
Good point.
Okay, so Reginald would know roughly how long would it take to get to Nicodranus, let's say.
It wouldn't take 5 weeks. It would take probably 2-ish.
2-ish, and then to Darktoe, that would take a while as well.
Yeah, that's by ship. It would take some time, and you
Okay,
have
a
to get the
month,
right
basically.
ship. You know, you'd have to get the right ship because if
Okay.
it's the wrong one, you might get sunk. It would be complicated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what, Ozzy? You're right. We probably need some
Wait, what?
fast. What?
What'd you
Hey,
say?
I said you're right, Ozzy.
Say it again.
You're right, Ozzy. I don't have a problem saying you're right when you're right, Ozzy. It's when you're wrong.
I'm gonna remember this day, and I'll just walk out, start heading towards the end.
See, Matteo, it doesn't need much. 5%.
We didn't even discuss anything yet.
So you all head to Theogrid's homestead.
Yep.
All right. After a short walk, you arrive back in the inn. Theo still sitting behind the counter, ever watchful. Hello, dearies.
Hi.
I'll go get the mistress. And she heads into the door. The door opens, and you see from the doorway, you actually see Jenny writing at the desk. She just waves a hand, this time not even rising to meet the attention. You are all ushered inside the Viridian Inn, back in Weldon.
Mitio will stand at the rear, by the way, and just like kind of avoid eye contact.
Yeah, staring at the ground. That's not awkward. Jenny looks up from her notes. So, you all got my request. How can I help you?
We're wondering if you had a fast track to Darktoe or closer to the coast. Because
I can get you to Port Damali.
I don't know.
Would
You have
save us a
another
couple
city?
weeks.
I don't have another city right now. You could get to Port Damali and then take my ship to another place. But you will be riding with a few other people. It'll be faster than a regular ship, if that's the worry.
Wait, so wait, how? Wait. Okay. Just, get back a second. How would we get to Port de Marly? Via teleportation?
Yes, basically.
Okay. And then you have a ship lined up.
Wait,
for
you know how to
us.
do that?
Yes.
You
She
teach one
looks
of
at
them?
you. It's not really something that can be taught. You have to understand it conceptually before you can learn it. There are certain requirements. They're stiff. It's not an easy thing moving that many people across the vast expanse.
Okay, so you just give me 5 minutes and I'll be right here, okay?
Yes, of course.
All right. You guys ready? Because I'm ready in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
I guess while we're waiting, I'll pull out the key. You know what this is? Just ask Jenny.
All right. What are you going to do, Reginald?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to the library real fast.
Okay.
I'm hoping to find like some real quick like a book titled something like "How to Magically Disguise Yourself Super Fast. Wizards Hate Him" or something, and
Yeah.
learn disguise self real
Okay.
fast. If I can't, it's like I'll make a drawing on a napkin or something to try and figure out fast. If I can't, that's fine. I'll just go buy a cloak.
As you're looking around the library, finding spell tomes isn't impossible, but they are spread throughout the library. So go ahead and
Yeah.
roll a Arcana check for me
Yeah.
to see how fast you can find this.
Yeah, I'm on a time crunch. All right. Good. Wait. Did you say investigation?
Investigation or Arcana, like I've done
Alright.
for most of these.
Ah, fuck. That's a 10.
Okay. As you search, you're not finding disguise self. It's just you find things close, but not what you need, spell tomes wise, or spell books, scrolls. Fuck.
Oh, this one lets me get the tail. Well, that's not what I need. Whatever. Then it'll take him 5 minutes, and he gives up, and he'll just go. He'll go looking around in the dormitory and just like steal the cloak.
Okay. You end up with this fairly nice, deep blue and silver cloak.
Yeah, but actually, he's not gonna steal. He's gonna trade it. He's gonna leave he's gonna look at it, guesstimate the value, and drop 5 silver.
Okay. A little under, but all right. So you leave some money on that bedside table after taking the cloak, and then come back to the party. With your new cloak in hand. At this point, Ginny is looking at all three of you and goes, "So are we ready?"
Yeah, I'm good.
You didn't answer
He
my
says
question about the key, though.
She takes a moment with it. You see her eyes flash with a dull yellow that holds as she looks over the key. And it's not her iris that changes, it's the entire eye glows yellow as she does it. She goes, This is a key to a strong box here in the Underdark. Where did you get this?"
I tell her where I found it,
Okay.
how I found it.
She goes, "Strange. Be very careful if you use this."
What's it?
And there again, it's here somewhere. I can't be more narrow than that. She hands the key back to you.
Don't know where it goes to.
I know it's here. I felt the magic ping near us
You find
here
it?
in Weldon. Not really. I'm not the type.
You know who could?
Ozzy, we have evil to slay. Things to do.
Not really.
Don't you like money? She said strongbox.
It's talking about, it just
She did
means-
say strongbox.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's strong. But what does it mean, really? It means it's a box that's probably
Could-
big. Okay, let's not get excited. Okay. Plus, it's in the dark. It's all dank, and there's no real economy down there. I mean, there's still, it's Stone Age down there. They're doing, trade and shit. They don't have mints.
This
It's
could be very valuable.
She looks up and goes, "It's not more
Honestly-
valuable than my time, dear."
Yeah. Also, Ozzy,
It's
I
fine.
thought you were all about, leaving good in the world. Who cares about money?
I thought you did.
Oh, so you're trying to convince me? But the thing is, if you're not respecting yourself, I will not respect you. Ozzy. You understand? You gotta respect your own values, right? Otherwise, who are you? You know what I mean?
Great. You know who, like I said, might be able to find where this goes?
He
Yeah,
takes a moment.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna trek into the Underdark for,
No, I didn't
weeks,
say you.
maybe
I said somebody.
somebody. Well, I don't know. Seems like a wild goose chase to me. For now, anyway. Till we can locate it more. Now,
Yeah.
really.
That's what I'm trying to do. Find it.
Yeah, but we don't have time right now. Ozzy. We have a time crunch of 5 weeks.
Great. Well, when we get back in 5 weeks, somebody will have found it for us.
Wow, that's optimistic.
Possibly.
Then he goes, "I mean, the key is very important. Without the key, you can't open the box. Whoever is missing said key will probably find you."
Yeah, well, see, problem
Great.
solved. We'll beat the shit out of him.
I don't know that that's the right choice.
Yeah, it is. And then he'll tell us what the box is. Problem solved.
Great.
But if you're scared, just throw away the key. Boom.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it.
So.
Thanks. If you hear of anything, will you let me know?
Absolutely. She gets up from her table, leads you guys up the stairs down to the end of the hallway to one of the rooms. As she speaks a few words and opens the door, you see the deck of a ship out the doorway. There's a few steps up, and then the deck of a ship, and then open sky above it. She goes, "Welcome aboard."
Thanks.
Varen will be able to help you get to where you're going.
Oh, he's here too?
This is his ship for the most part. Technically mine, but I let him run it.
Great.
Okay, so you all step out onto the deck of the ship?
Yep.
Okay.
I go last though.
As you all step out, the door shuts behind you, and you are let out onto this. It's a fairly small deck of a ship, roughly 25 or 30 foot across. The thing you notice is you don't see the sea immediately. And as you go to the edge of the ship, you notice these 4 giant blue stones humming on either side of the ship. You're hundreds of feet off the ground right now. Do with that what you will, but the sea is below, just far, far below. The clouds are much closer than you thought at first glance. At this point, you hear a fairly boisterous voice from the helm of the ship. Ah ha ha! Good to see you, boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reginald will find the middle mast and like hug it.
Yeah. He goes, "We're perfectly safe. No reason to be scared. We're just really high up."
I believe you. I believe you.
Just not letting go. So, where are we headed?
Darto?
Yeah, Doctor, do you know that?
Yeah, I know where Dark Toe. Why are we going to Dark Toe?
Well, we're not going to Doctor directly. We're going to somewhere on the coast. We need to gain some information first. I know a bit of Doctor, and you don't want to get there. Just
Yeah,
like that.
me too. I'm gonna stop in Port Damali and let off the other passengers.
Okay, do we have to get to Port de Molly though?
That's where my current destination is, and then we can go wherever you'd like. If you want to go to
Come on.
Nicodranas or Zune, we can.
What's wrong with going Port Damali?
It's fine, whatever.
Can I insight check that? Why
Absolutely.
why doesn't he want to go to
I mean,
Like-
you can incite if he's being false or truthful.
Yeah, like
if
that's
it's
kind
not
of
something that matters, or if it does.
I mean, I clocked that he's clearly uncomfortable going there, right?
Or he's just being difficult. That's kind of Reginald as a character.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm just saying, insight isn't read minds.
Yeah,
It's
no, I get you. I'm just like, yeah. I guess I'll just see if he's.
Go ahead and roll your
Yeah,
insight.
if I get the feeling that he's
For
being
you,
weird about
Reginald,
that,
you know what to roll.
16.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to go there.
Still death gripping the middle mast of the ship.
Why don't you want to go to Port Damali?
It's a shitty town. Why would I want to go there? Like, out of all the ports, where would we go there?
Because
So you've been
he
there.
has passengers that have to get off.
I come
there.
from the Managerial Coast. Do I look like I'm from the Empire? Honestly. I mean, look
No,
at my,
but-
refined physique.
Aaron looks up and goes, "We're going to Port Damali either way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we can stop there, drop everyone off, and you should be fine. And then we can leave. We don't even need to get off the ship. I just have a few people I have to drop off."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Wherever the information is, that's where we want to be.
Well,
I
Port
suppose.
Damali is good for information, if that's what you want, but
Yeah.
we
It's fine.
can... Okay. At this point, he turns the wheel of the ship, and you all, for the first time, feel the tilting of the ship as it moves through the air slightly. It is It is a fantastic and strange feeling. To those of you who are scared of heights, terrifying, and to those of you who aren't, amazing. It's super cool. You feel when he turns it, the actual stones pulse with power. The blue shimmer on them growing brighter for a moment as it actually moves the ship through open air.
Ozzy's scared shitless, but like he knows he's an expositor now, so he's trying to put on that brave face.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll deception to see how well you sell it.
Nope. It's a 2.
All right.
Knees shaking.
Yeah, knees are real shaky. Staying away from the edges of the ship.
Arms spaghetti.
Did you just mom spaghetti during this? God! The ship crashes, you all die, new campaign.
Cool.
No, it takes some time, and you do start to see some people come out onto the deck of the ship. Most of them look to be older in year, elven or human, and they are all wearing fairly fine clothing. They come out with their own entourages and basically humor themselves to the sky ship. They all seem more at ease than you guys. Mateo, I don't know how you've been feeling about the ship so far.
Mateo would probably not be like used to the rockingness of the ship and just kind of chill and keep.
Well, the strange thing is that there isn't the traditional ship rocking. There are moments of turbulence, but most of the actual ride is smooth, which is a little jarring to those of you who have been on ships before. It's the height that makes most people a little queasy, not the actual rocking, because there isn't much of rocking. But the deck of the ship is fairly quickly filling up, and eventually a deckhand takes the wheel while Varen goes back behind this small sidebar that he has on the edge of the ship, and he starts serving drinks to anyone who is interested. It's a beautiful day. There's a few clouds in the sky, and there are birds and the like around. You can see land off to your, it'd be your left, off the left deck of the ship. And I'm not going to learn ship terms, so fuck that. But off to your left, you can see some landmass below. You don't know where exactly you are, but you know you're on a sky ship, and it's a beautiful day. For those of you that are scared, the fear would probably go away eventually, but it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, until it does, Reginald will be like lying on the ground looking at the sky.
It doesn't make it better. I'm a guy with real life heights issues. Laying on the ground, even worse.
I used to have high ground issues, and then I did some mountain climbing, and so I don't have it anymore.
Dude, I need to do that. If that could fix this, that'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, you could also have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, that's even better.
So anyway, that's what Reginald's gonna be doing.
Okay.
Ozzy will just find like some place where he can just like chill, like a cabin or
Yeah, as you walk
or
around, there
wherever
are a
it's-
number of cabins. You guys came out of a door in the center of the ship out onto the deck. There are 2 hallways that cut down into the deck of the ship on either side with doors that line them on the inside. As you walk up, a few of them are locked, but eventually you find one that isn't, and you step into a fairly nice cabin. It's got a small table. It has a journal on it with some quill and ink, and a bed inside with a chair. It's a nice little spot, and you could stay in here if you're not feeling comfortable on the deck of the ship. But, oh, Mateo?
How many other people are sitting at the deck of the ship?
On the deck, there's probably 20 or so people,
Oh my
roughly.
god, it's gonna make an imbalance. We're gonna capsize. No.
Are any people just doing some free time stuff like playing cards or whatever?
Yeah, there are a few. Most of them are sitting and drinking, but there are a few that are having, games of dice and playing cards.
I would like to join for some cards.
Okay. As you walk up, there's an older man sitting in a fairly nice rocking chair on the deck. He looks over at you with a keen eye and goes, I I haven't seen you before. Can I help you?
I'm interested in your cards.
You want to buy them? He holds them up in his hand as he says that.
No, I would like to compete. Well, first learn the trick of the trade and join you.
Well, I'm not one to teach, and I don't want to take advantage of you. This is a high stakes game. It's 25 gold a hand.
I see. Hmm. Do you mind if I watch one time first?
Absolutely. He begins shuffling the deck. If you'd like to make investigation or perception to see if you could keep a keen eye on him.
Yes, I will go for investigation. I rolled a 18.
18, what's your modifier? Or is 18 with the modifier?
It's with the modifier.
Okay. With an 18, you do notice that he is very subtly keeping some cards back while shuffling the deck. Maybe not counting cards more than just setting the deck in a certain way. But no one else seems to have noticed this as he finishes and starts to deal cards to the other patrons sitting at the table with him. As the game starts, everyone puts in their 25 gold. There's 4 players, so you have 100 gold on the table right now. Basically, for all intents and purposes, this is like Texas Hold'em poker. Each person is being dealt a card, and then another card, and after they have their 2, the flop is done. Basically, you notice that the dealer is counting cards and very deliberately setting the hand of the man on the far left of the table from the dealer's perspective. Do with that information what you will. But after watching a few hands, you notice that this man on the corner is basically being force-fed winnings by way of the dealer cutting the deck a certain way.
So cheating. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, cheating. So,
Do I notice that like everybody's in on it, or like just a few people?
it doesn't seem like anyone's aware other than the dealer, obviously, because he's doing it. Other than that, it seems like the man on the corner thinks he's very good at the game, but he doesn't know that he is being cheated for. To outside perspective, anyway.
Okay.
Wait, so the guy who's getting the I know I'm not there, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
So the guy who's
winning doesn't know that the dealer's cheating for him.
Oh, okay,
For
gotcha.
him.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
He just thinks he's having a very good day.
Okay, I'll just let that happen.
Okay. Leaving the game alone, not joining in, just watching him slowly amass a huge pile of coin.
I will wait about like 3 rounds, and then I'll say, you know, you're letting him win, right?
As you say that, he looks up at you and he goes, "What the fuck does that mean? I'm a dealer. This is what I do. This is my job."
Is it possible for me to explain like how he's doing it, so like the rest of the people that seem to be unwary?
Yeah, as you start to explain, everyone starts to catch on. Everyone thinks back, watching the hands, watching the way that he shuffled, and you're correct. A fairly high investigation check, busting a fairly good cheater at the game. After some discontent is started because of your talk, eventually a fist fight breaks out. So I need you to roll initiative, Mateo.
I rolled 11.
Right.
The rest of us hear the ruckus fight break
Yeah.
out. All right.
You would hear it. I mean, you might not because you're in a cabin and you're a fair distance from this.
That's fair.
But for you, Reginald, who has just been laying on the ground, you do hear a fist fight break out and see Mateo just being a shit stirrer in general.
Mateo doing Reginald stuff. That's odd.
Isn't it? All right.
Well, I'm not getting involved.
All right. The dealer jumps up and is going to punch out at you, Mateo.
Can I just roll a perception check to see if I hear this from the cabin?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He misses the punch, Mateo.
Okay.
12.
12?
Yeah.
You probably hear some ruckus. You wouldn't immediately know it to be a fight, but you hear some noise, a crescendo of sound of some kind.
So it'd be enough for me to go up there. So
yeah, one of the players that's being cheated is going to strike out at the dealer. Hit. Okay. Mateo, you're up.
Do I see anybody like preparing magic and all, or is everybody just kind of fist fighting?
Seems like a bar brawl, not like a wizard duel. Not that you can't. You totally can.
Can I just like kind of back away and hold my hands up? Like, can't we talk about this? I'm just learning the game. It was just an observation.
As you say that and back out of his range, the dealer is going to make another strike at you.
let me know when it's been enough for me to get up there. However many rounds that's gonna take. Yeah.
I'm going to give it one more round and then you'll be able to join in. So go ahead and roll your initiative. Does a 13 hit, Mateo?
Let's see. No.
Okay. Then he does not hit you. His older form seemingly having some troubles meeting yours. At this point, the other 3 players are going to swing on the dealer. All of them. No, wait, that's a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Big hit. Big hit. Okay. Back up to the dealer's turn. He's going to turn towards one of the players and take a strike. That's cocked. That's a miss. Garbage player. All right, Mateo, you're back up.
So the guy that was attacking me is now attacking someone else, right?
Yes, he turned his back to you.
Cool. I would like to just kind of step away and just watch the chaos unfold.
Yeah, okay. At this point, Ozzy, you would see Mateo stepping away with a big grin as 5 people start just beating the hell out of each other. If you'd like to join in, you can tell me your initiative.
Initiative was 21.
Okay, Ozzy, you could have the top spot. Jeez, fuck. So you would have lead in this round,
right? I haven't seen anybody specifically attack Ozzy, right?
No,
Okay.
no one's attacked you yet.
Or Mateo, even. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh no! As you stepped out, you would see Mateo just kind of like grinning and stepping away from
Stepping away. All right. I guess I'll just like, and I guess it'll take an action. I guess. What happened?
They were playing cards. One was cheating, and they started fighting.
Right. Okay. I feel like there's more to that story, but okay. I guess I'll just hold a dart throw or something.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just let it happen. Like, I really don't care. Like,
Fucking kill one of these people on the ship. Yeah. Okay. So you're just holding a dart, getting ready to mess somebody's day up.
I mean, and I guess the trigger will be if someone attacks me or any of my friends.
Okay. There's another round of everyone punching each other.
And I'll kind of just look up at Baron like,
Varen is just watching.
Right.
Grin.
Like,
he thinks it's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
just kind of waiting for him to be like, hey, help me out. Like, I'm looking for that, hey, can you, like...
It's not there yet. He's letting them have some fun.
Right.
At this point, the dealer is going to turn and try to swing on you, Mateo, again. Moving towards you.
As soon as he swings, I'm throwing.
Okay. It does an 18 hit?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. You take 2 damage.
Does a 10 hit?
Absolutely. My man is wearing clothes. Goodbye, dice.
I dropped 90. 3.
All right. At this point, the already kind of battered form of the dealer suddenly gets hit with a dart in mid-chest and just goes, huh? Oh, oh, and finally you hear Varen go, enough! And you see him throw his hammer, and it curves around the group very close to most of them, and then back to his hand. He's like, all of you, back down into your cabins. Looks down at you, Ozzy, and just gives a wry wink as he says that.
Yeah.
Good job, Mateo. Causing fights everywhere you go. Is that guy supposed to be winning?
Uh, so yeah, it seems everything is in order now. I'll see you downstairs, Ozzy. And quickly, like, just like go downstairs.
Right.
Okay. Are you going back towards the door that you came through, or are you going down towards the cabins?
Down towards the cabin.
Okay. After some time, you do open a few doors that are occupied and open a few that are, or try to open a few that are locked. You do finally find a cabin that is empty. And it's fairly nice inside. And there is a mirror in the room, just so you know, Mateo.
I will. Mateo will definitely not want to do anything with the mirror.
Okay. Anything from the rest of you as the first evening becomes
So I guess
sundown?
before I head back down to the cabin, I'll just like look over at Reginald. You good?
Me? What
Yeah.
would I not?
I mean, you seem to be a little scared of the flying boat thing.
Oh, I'm good now. I'm just good. I'm just taking in the sights. The clear
Okay.
sky.
I'll just walk down to the cabin like, all right.
Okay. For the two of you that find your own cabins, it's a nice night, and you can settle into your cabin if you'd like, or you can stay out on the deck to see your first sundown high above the sea. For you, Reginald, is there anything you'd like to do before finding a room?
Nah, not particularly. Just stay away from the rails.
Okay. Going down towards the rooms, you will be fairly close to the edge of the ship. But after you get down there, it's not that bad. And you find your own room. You all settle in for your first evening of travel aboard the skyship, the Lady in Green.
God, we're gonna be days on this thing.
Yeah,
God.
I mean that's what
I didn't
happens when
sign
you
up
guys
for
don't have
this.
teleportation.
I wasn't aware of that.
Okay. So you all settle in for the night. An evening's rest is had. No issues, no bad dreams, no ill omens, and morning comes. As you all get up in the morning and go out towards the deck of the ship, if any of you are, I'll assume Reginald's probably the last to rise, as he tends to be.
Hmm.
As you all step out, it is a rainier day. You can see clouds milling about roughly at the height the ship is at. These deep, heavy grays. And it's cooler today. It's not quite so summery on the deck of the ship. And for the first time, you do notice that there were 3 ballista at the front and 1 at the back that no one was on the day before, that there are 3 people sitting on these ballista just waiting in case something would happen. They seem to be keeping a keen eye.
I guess I'll go disturb one of them. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, okay. So, what are you looking out for? I mean, what? What's gonna attack us up here?
Mostly harpies, but I don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah. I guess all sorts of birds and stuff, right? Mm-hmm.
He turns and holds out a dirty hand. I'm Matt.
Good for you. And Urgent's gonna leave.
Okay.
Ozzy, I guess, will come up and try to find Baron.
He is at the helm of the ship currently.
Are these people cool? Like, do I need a cupboard?
Looks at you and goes, more than likely, you want to stay covered. These people aren't exactly trustworthy. Mostly merchants and things, but some are others. People of importance. Just, stay safe.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Just wanted to make sure.
As the day sets in, you guys would notice there's a strange group, one that doesn't match with the rest, mostly human and elven. This group is a human, a fairly nondescript, just very average looking guy in some chainmail. You see about 7.5 foot tall, black scaled lizard folk, wearing these tribal clothes. And then you see what looks to be an Azamar, fairly tall, pale skin, dark hair, standing around. They don't match the rest of the groups. But they're just quietly talking amongst themselves, occasionally sharing a laugh, and they're mostly just drinking on the deck. They're there. Partway into the day, there is a small attack from harpies, but it's dealt with rather quickly, with impunity by the people on the ballistas. For the three of you, you've seen ballistas fire, each of you, more than likely, in your course of your life. These don't fire a physical bolt, but rather magic. They each shoot lightning from the long arms of the crossbow shape and pretty much obliterate the the harpies' forms, each one in kind. The day is fairly easy other than that. There are a few tense moments, small things like that. And passing through the storms isn't comfortable. There are a few times you're kind of not forced below deck, but it's not nice to stay on deck because the rain does get to be so heavy up here. But your second day of travel is easy. Towards the end of the day, at sundown, as it starts to get very dark for the evening, Baron looks out over the groups on the deck, yourselves included, and goes, "We'll arrive Port Damali in a few hours. We're getting there late, and that's my bad. We'll let everyone off, and then you can go about your business." Yeah.
Okay.
A few hours later, fairly deep into nightfall, the ship begins to lower. You can feel the weight. It's a strange feeling. It's like an elevator, which isn't something any of you have ever ridden. Your stomach rises in your chest, and it's awkward. It's weird. But fairly quickly, you feel a gentle thump as the ship itself settles into a spot. Yeah, you are in Port Damali for the evening, and people begin to depart.
Can we roll it back a bit, like have a retract?
Absolutely. Yeah. I just wanted to get through it for brevity's sake, but if there's something you wanted to do, go ahead.
It's just before we land, I'd like to get together with the other two.
Yeah, you've had all day to talk, so go for it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I used to be in Port Damali before, but that was I don't know. I mean, nah, for real, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a few years. Could have been 20 years ago, honestly. I don't know. So it's been a while.
Why do I feel like there's a but?
Yeah, I mean, I know people, and people know me, or they used to. So it's been a while. Maybe they, don't remember.
Friend or foe?
I don't know, both. You make both. But I have family here, at least, so I can check on that, and maybe they'll know what's brewing in Darkto, or at least maybe they'll know who to talk to. And I think it's better than going into another city and having to ask random people about, what the fuck is going on. But I have to stay, mostly incognito, so just avoid saying my name.
Yay.
You know, it's probably not going to be a problem, but better safe than sorry. That's my motto.
I know all about having to be incognito.
Oh yeah, you can give me, you know, tips and tricks. It'll be great.
Are you wearing the robe?
Oh
Right
yeah,
now?
yeah, I've got. I mean, I
Okay.
have it on me, but I'm not wearing it right now.
Okay, that's a okay. Let me know as soon as you actually have the robe on.
Sure. I mean, he's, you know, he's gonna put it on
'Cause,
as, you know,
Oz-
as the
yeah.
boat starts landing.
Oh, Oz is gonna have yeah, he's gonna have stuff to say about that.
I mean, go for
Okay.
it.
So, cutting back forward to the landing of the ship. It is roughly midnight to outward perception. And you're landing at the docks roughly, but landing on a dock rather than sitting down into the water. The ship settles into what looks to be a specialty made skyship catch. After some time, they lower down some ropes so that people can start getting their things off. And they start using what looks to be a small rowboat to lower down heavier things that people have brought with them, bags and such. Varen is taking money from people. Money is exchanging hands with him as they land. But most of the people are fairly quick to get off, including the strange group I mentioned earlier. But everyone gets off, and it is just yourselves left aboard. You can get down off the ship now if you'd like, or not. At this point, Varen turns to you all and goes, "So, different city?"
Nah, it's fine. We'll stay here.
Okay. I
But
can wait
you
for
know,
you all.
if we have to make a quick escape, you
I'll
know,
just
be
consider
ready.
that the standard. I'll keep her running.
Okay, cool. See you later then.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah.
You can tell Varen's just weirded out by how Reginald's being right now. Like, it's just Port Damali. Like,
Right.
So, R, what's the worst they will do if they find you?
And when did you join the Cobalt Soul?
What?
You got
You
one
know.
of our robes on. When did you join the Cobalt Soul? I mean, congratulations, welcome, but
I've always been Cobalt Soul, Ozzy.
what?
Yeah, I was Cobalt Soul this whole time. I mean, haven't you heard me shit talking them all the time? That's because I know how they work. I've been in the system. Okay.
Oh. Well, glad
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know
I mean,
you're.
although, I mean, I will say you've made great headways. I mean, way faster than I ever did. So yeah, props.
What kind of robe did he actually steal?
it's a,
Like,
it's
so some mooks fucking.
yeah,
Right.
it's not anything
It-
special. It's
okay.
about like your adept robe was.
Okay. Right. That's I'm trying to like decide what rank he would actually be at if I can.
Yeah, he would technically be below you if
Right.
that were the case.
Right. That's the information I wanted to know.
Yeah,
I mean, congratulations. We'll get you more training and you can rank up sooner.
Nah, I'm not interested.
Okay.
I'm happy where I am.
Right. Well, if you need someone to put in a good word for you, I'm sure I can help.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a holler if I do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But I don't have a good relationship with Evan, I mean, it's we've known each other for like 15, 20 years now. But you know how it is.
They seem pretty fine. I don't.
Ah yeah, but you don't know this shit is spoiled. You're new, it's fine.
Great.
I'll tell you all about it later.
Sure. I'll just follow my lead then. Make sure no one hurt you. Whatever happened to you here.
Sure, Chief.
Maybe you should actually stay here. Might be safer.
But then we can't use my knowledge of the city.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
Just cover your face and I'll try to help him
Well, now I can't see shit. Matteo, hold my hand. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Mateo literally almost held your hand. He, like, Mateo was like, I get to touch him.
Okay. So you're all let down via ropes to the docks themselves. For you, Reginald, you know where you are. You're fairly near to the larboard light, which is right outside of the ports. A little rougher area. Not great, but fine.
How different does it look?
It's been some time. It doesn't look immediately different. I mean, this isn't... It looks about the same. The shop names are different, things like that. But
yeah.
It's not vastly different. The layout of the city is mostly the same. Nothing has really changed other than the general stuff, the stores changing names and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It started like it tried to like have a get a beat on like the Wolf Master or something.
Yeah.
You see like if he's someone you recognize, maybe
not
probably
outright.
not, 'cause
it
there's a
seems
lot
like
of people.
someone new. Yeah.
But he's just kind of like gazing at the crowd and trying to like somehow recognize someone, which there's very little chance.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception for me to see if you recognize anyone.
Ooh, 16.
With a 16, you're looking over the crowd, but you're not noticing anyone outright. It doesn't, and it's not for lack of recognition. You just don't know any of these people in this crowd.
Yeah. Well figured. Okay, well, I'm not sure where to go first. I could go and see an acquaintance of mine, or I could go to my family home. And the acquaintance in question, they travel a lot, so it's possible they heard more than my family. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's up to you.
Well, since you're my boss now, I'm giving you, giving you my input, and then can make a educated choice.
Let's go see your family. I'm sure it's been a while since you've seen them, yeah?
Oh yeah.
They're not assholes, are they?
I don't know. Depends who you ask.
Okay. Well,
You all have just departed the ship and are in the... Pull up my map again. You're probably roughly in the larboard light. Yeah. So you're leading the way, Reginald.
Oh, right. So I am. Passing by. I just chill, I guess. Look around and chill. I try to not be conspicuous at all. Like just a normal
just
day.
Thor Ragnarok, just cover your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't know it's me if I do this.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, this is Port de Morty. It's the greatest city in the known world. Also, the inhabitants would tell you. I mean, I don't have much to say, honestly. I haven't been here in a long time. I mean, it's pretty. Sure. There's a bit too much sun, in my opinion. Tourists are paying. Prices are crazy. And that's about it. Well, lots of boats coming in and out at all times of year. Yeah.
Our European friends are having internet issues. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You both just went full robot and froze.
Just went full robot and froze, yeah.
Eurotrash servers part 2.
I think I'm fine.
You're not.
No,
You're not.
Yeah, I can hear it as well.
We can hear you, kind of.
Okay.
Their
Yeah,
Asher's better.
I think we're cool.
Yeah, it was weird because I could hear the Eurotrash as well.
Yeah,
Use the
we were
servers. I wasn't insulting you.
Man, it's just not Discord is doing some discrimination, This is not cool. Oh well.
I think we're good.
So anyway, just trying to be a good host while remaining inconspicuous.
Okay. As you walk along, basically you're at port side right now. Lots of stores, lots of inns. Nothing too nice. The nicer things are deeper into the city, but totally functional and a wide variety of things going on. It is late and most of the stores are closed. The taverns are bustling and very busy. You hear different kinds of music at every doorway, and you smell food everywhere. But it is roughly midnight, so you could either settle in for the evening or you could go somewhere, depending on what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the family home, see maybe they still live there. I have no clue.
As you walk along, getting there, it's strange. It's weird seeing this place. It's been a long time since you laid eyes on it. The house is almost exactly as it was.
Well,
is.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. No.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. I don't want to fuck this up, so if you want anything, you just tell me.
Right. You're right. No. I'm not saying. No. You're right.
The house is pretty much as it was, as you left it. There is light from inside the home. To the outside perspective, it is still yours as far as you can tell. It is up to you. You're roughly a block away, just kind of watching it.
Okay, well, this is gonna be weird. Alright, here we go. And I'll just walk up and go knock at the door, I suppose.
Okay. After the knock, there's a long pause, and the door is cracked open, and you hear a voice go, "Hello?"
Hello? Who are you?
Name's Ferris. He
Ferris.
opens the door a little more to see you outside. As you say Ferris, you hear a voice from behind him. Reggie? Door slams open. You're suddenly grabbed instantaneously. In front of you, an older human woman, to the others, at least in the group, grabs Reginald very quickly. Deep hug. A little wary, darker of hair, but an older lady, looks to be in fine health, grabs you. You know this to be your mother, Reginald.
Hey, Mom.
Where have you been?
Can you not? And I sort of like wriggle out of the grasp.
Pretty hard to get out of the grasp, but you try.
It's been a minute. Look, can we just sit down for a moment? I know it's been a while, but I can't really unpack it all right now. Okay?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. She hurries back into the house and starts just throwing shit off of the tables to get the space cleared. Quickly sits down tablecloth and goes into the kitchen and just starts cooking, very quickly throwing together whatever she can. As you're all led into a fairly nice house. Nothing special, but nice enough. For you, Reginald, stepping into the home, it is different. The general air and the furniture and things are a little nicer than you remember. It seems like they're doing well. Ferris seems a little awkward, this older human, kind of standing quietly, just watching mostly you. Finally, he breaks the awkward silence and looks at you and goes, "I've heard a lot about you. It's a pleasure to meet you." And he just holds out a hand, going for a handshake.
It just, you know, Reginald kind of looks away, being kind of weirded out. Look, I don't have anything against you, but I'm not really here to make friends.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Discord bubble.
I'm not really here to make friends with you or.
His face hardens for a moment, but it's not hard to tell that, you know, he's trying his best, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. And he just kind of nods a little and I understand and steps off into the kitchen. You hear some hushed whispers from into the kitchen as she comes back out with food, sits it on the table. Is there... You can tell she's like fighting tears, that it's hard to articulate words. She looks at you and goes, What do you need? Is there... I'll anything you need. I don't want to presume too much. I don't want to... I know things are complicated. They always were, still are. I just want to help.
Well, I figured this would be fine to come back for a bit, you know. I mean, how long has it been?
He looks at you and goes, a long time. 13 years? I think.
Sure. Well, who's counting anyway?
I tried.
Yeah. Anyways, you haven't seen Oaklam, have you? Is he still around?
Sometimes. Not recently. It's been a few months.
Few months. Okay, well, if you see him, tell him I'm looking for him.
Absolutely.
No, you know what? Tell him Darcy is looking for him.
How is she?
Not great.
Oh. Well, I'll tell him if I see him. Is there anything you need? Money? Food?
I don't need money. I need information. We have something to do in Darktow, and we just...
You know I hate Darktow. Why are you still...
Look, I'm not trying to enlist or anything, okay? We're trying to break up a sort of... we're not sure what's going on, but we know there's trouble, and we're supposed to bring order, you know? So
She
that's what we're gonna do.
shoots a keen eye at Ozzy, and then at you, and goes, well, if you're helping people, that's all a mother could ask for, right? And she begins sitting out little things of food, little sandwiches and stuff. Takes a tea kettle and begins pouring glasses for everyone.
I'm sorry for dropping in like this. I didn't exactly mean for this to happen.
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't mean to leave either, but didn't really have much of a choice then.
I won't pry. I know.
I'm surprised they didn't tell you.
Who?
Gabriel Heimer. Didn't he tell you?
I've not heard anything.
Nothing? No one?
Nothing. I thought I had lost everyone. Auckland drops by from here, you know, every once in a while, but other than that, he has no answers.
Huh. I guess
Everyone
they
is
just-
vague, avoids the question.
Yeah. I didn't expect they just sweep it under the rug, but that's what they did. So I'm not technically wanted then. That's interesting.
I haven't heard anything.
Well, good news, I suppose.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm
Anyone that
sure.
was hunting you has probably grown weary.
From what I remember, Reimer doesn't forget.
You're not wrong, but maybe there's a bigger fish?
Hmm.
I don't know.
There's definitely a bigger fish. I am a very small fish in a very big pond, Mom. Anyways, Doctor.
I'm sorry. Hunting you for what?
That's not important.
Kind of is.
Is it?
Kind
Come
of.
on, Ozzy. Statute of limitation. It's been 13 years.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
It more of whether he is willing to forget.
Well, I mean, he probably forgot. Plus, it's too late. I'm here now, so.
Depends on what it is.
Well, I'm bored a few things.
How much is a few things?
I don't know. That's just a detail, A few things. Plus, I didn't get most of it. Okay, most of it was recovered. Okay, and we made off with this and that.
We?
Uh huh.
Who's this we?
Well, the crew.
You are a thief.
No, I mean in that particular instance, sure. But that's putting me in a box, Anyways, I didn't even want to do it in the first place, if you believe it.
Then why did you?
Because someone thought it would be a good idea.
At this point, you hear a soft cry from one of the other rooms in the house. Sounds to be near to an infant, maybe a little older. At this point, Merrill gets up and goes, I need to take a moment and help Kieran. Ferris, never mind. And she leaves the room. Ferris is still sitting at the table, kind of awkwardly, just looking over the group,
Looking
Feeling-
at him.
strange. It's like a Maury Povich episode.
Yeah. Is that a second one?
He looks up and goes,
It's
yes.
not- Oh, it is. God. Well, where's the first one then?
Hopefully asleep. It's near to 1.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sorry about that.
I mean, nothing I can do.
Well, you can't tell me about Doctor. Do you know anything about that? We've heard there's been rumblings, but we need to know a bit more detail.
A lot of people are not missing, I wouldn't say. They're not here. It seems like everyone that is in some way attached to Darktoe is there right now. There aren't a lot of ships at sea from Darktoe anyway. No pirates. It seems like they're so busy fighting on that damned island that they're not doing their own jobs anymore. They're just killing each other. Hopefully they'll salt the earth.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. But then, looking at Matteo, why does Jenny want that stopped? Perhaps you should have asked that.
I just
Take orders.
I mean, honestly, I would imagine it's because she's losing money to not having piracy happen. They're too busy fighting and not stealing things for her.
Right. Well, you think she's a pirate? Is it pirate queen or something?
Could be.
I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't know. But that would be my guess. If she wants the fighting stopped,
Hmm.
means everything goes back to the way it was and people start being pirates again.
Right.
Which means she's got something to gain from that, I'm sure.
Hmm. Maybe she needs the menagerie ghost focused on an enemy. I don't know.
Ferris,
Nothing
at this
for-
point,
Oh.
looks up at all of you and goes, I was a bosun for a lot of years, and
Wow, actually using
when-
real terminology.
Eh, he goes, I was a bosun for a lot of years, and when the pirates when they fight like this, nothing gets done. When there's unrest there, you end up with rogues that do what they want. You can't predict when shipping works. You can't predict when your normal shipping lane might be blocked. When there's not fighting in Darktow, you know what to expect. You know whose hands you have to grease to get the job done. Maybe that's what this is. She doesn't like not knowing what's going on. Whoever this Jenny is.
Could be, could be. Well, anyways, we're not being paid to figure out the mystery, are we?
I'm not being paid at all.
Well, you're not doing anything, so.
That's fair. He just kind of looks back down into his cup.
Do you perhaps know people we could talk to here? Reliable sources? We'd be able to pay a great deal for useful information.
Yeah, I could set up a meeting or something. I know a few people. I know one of the wharf masters, but I don't know. We'll see how much help they are. If you grease the right palm, you can get anything here. You know that just as well as I do.
Yeah, I just missed the connections. But I can grease your palm, and I'll, dig and find, I don't know, 10 gold.
As you sit the money down, he just shoves it back towards you and he goes, I don't need your money. I'll get him, you pay him.
Fine, I'll just give it to my mother.
That would be good. At this point, Ferris gets up and goes into the back, and out comes Meryl holding a small bundle in her arms. She walks towards you, Reginald. Tries to hand the kid to you.
I'm sorry, I can't. I just.
There's just no explaining. I understand. Just thought you'd want to meet him. Well, sorry I couldn't be more help. She says, rocking the baby, just kind of bouncing lightly.
No, you've done fine. It's just, I was an idiot. Still am. But I'm doing better. At least now I don't get caught.
That's good.
But anyways, here, I sort of like scoop up the gold. You should have that, I think.
She looks at it, looks back to you and goes, You don't need it?
No, I don't need it. I'm sure you do. I'm sure the kids will.
It's an expensive thing, having kids.
Sure is.
Well, thank
Especially
you.
There's more if you need. I'm not wanting for much. and well,
Being a
it's
member
kind
of the
burnt.
Cobalt Soul, get an allowance. He can afford to
Looks
help.
up at you and just kind of like with a question on her face, like,
Yeah, it's been a new development.
well, I think we don't really have room for all of you to sleep here tonight.
That's okay.
I'm sure we'll find a place to stay.
Please come back and visit, Reggie.
I'll try.
That's all I can ask. And
Uh,
she steps off into the side room again, trying to hush the not squalling, but fairly grumbly baby.
Wah.
Yeah, I'm not making baby noises.
Oh, that's what you got me for.
Ferris, at this point, still sitting staring into his cup, looks up at all of you and goes, "You're welcome to stay, but it's not going to be a comfortable evening.
That's
If we
okay.
had some prep time, I could have set something up for you all to rest here, but
Well, yeah, it's fine. I'll just don't want to spook the kids or anything. I'll just sleep right outside. Weather is always pretty warm here.
You know,
Slept more
we have
than
cabins,
tonight.
right?
do what?
No, just like telling Reggie, like, we have cabins to sleep in on the boat, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a long trek away. Honestly, I'm dead tired, so I'm just gonna stay here if that's nothing to you.
Okay.
I sorry, you wouldn't know of any place we could find a bed or
Oh, there's
I mean,
plenty of inns. I mean, we're right here. Just right up the road, there's 3 of them that you can pick from. They're all clean enough.
so I guess Reginald will be seeing you tomorrow, yes?
At this
Yep.
point, Ferris looks at you, Reginald, and goes, "Your mother's a good woman. She's not asking much, having you come see her every once in a while. I know it's not my place, but I'm just asking. Please try."
It's not that simple. There's maybe. Look, you think what I've been out there for 13 years because I wanted to, because that's what I wanted to be doing. I mean, honestly, I was scared to say foot back on the coast. Uh, I think I was anyway, probably. But now I learned that I wasn't actually wanted anyway, at least not officially. So I could have been back anytime. So now I don't know. This would have been simpler if uh, if I actually had been branded a criminal or something. This would have been much easier. Now it's just more complicated somehow because this makes no sense.
Well, I'm going to bed. Not much else I can do.
Have a good night. We'll see you all in the morning. About Mateo. We should probably let them have some family time.
Yes, we should, Marlon. Yes, we should.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
So, for all intents and purposes, the 2 of you are going to an inn. Reginald, you are staying in the house, just sleeping in a chair? Or on the floor?
Yeah, wherever, pretty much.
Okay. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and call our episode here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Man, never had anybody call me mom before. Oh,
How does that feel?
I've been dad. I've been dad for 4 years. Never been mom. Well, it's always an absolute pleasure, my fellow gamers.
Yeah, always fun, always enjoyable.
Nah, this was awkward as hell. Holy shit.
Oh, but it was so good. It was so right. Oh,
Getting into the original backstory stuff a little bit.
Nah,
I really
dude,
want to know what he stole.
good time. It's a real good time. I'm excited. And you should have known I was gonna throw you for a loop. You should have known I was gonna throw you for a loop. I've gotta. I can't keep it simple.
That's fine. You know, if it's just that, that's fine. You know, there's the rest. There's everything else. You know. No, but yeah, no, it was appropriately awkward.
It felt good, I think.
Yeah. Seemed like it was awkward.
Seemed like it. Man, we had double awkward today. We had Mateo and Jenny, and then we had late game awkward.
That's
Yes!
true.
Yes!
There's sexual tension with Mateo and Jenny.
What do you mean? There was absolutely
There is no tension there.
Right.
Just,
no, the
just
one-sided
awkward
sexual
pain,
tension. Yeah.
It was more like a wobbly, you know, a wobbly something.
That kid on the playground that
Yeah.
professed
He made
his
the whole
love
thing
to
up in his head.
yeah, that professed his love to the cute girl, and she's like, "Who are you?"
Oh, that's good.
Good stuff. All right. Well, with that being said, let's finish this episode off like how we normally do. We'll see you guys next week. Check all the stuff out. You know, all the links and all that fun stuff.
More Reginald awkwardness.
Yeah. More Reginald
Pain.
awkwardness coming next week.
Next time on Maury.
Yeah. Really, right? It's so awkward. At some point, we'll get better at these sign-offs and beginnings, and maybe we'll actually have some real announcements or something to put in there. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
The closer.